Hello traders, in the zone here, day 3 of my combine, and I suffered my first losing day today, and I'm going to go over this real quickly. Let me bring up my trade report here. Okay, here's my trade report, and you can see that my first trade I took 2 contracts here, was able to get out of one at 37.50, and then I was holding the other, and that one got stopped out. So I had a short bias this morning. I was thinking short, and the trade that I took was short. But when that trade failed, I switched over to, I said, okay, let me take this long signal, and I took that signal with 2 contracts and got run over pretty quickly and took this $325 loser. So this one was, the first trade was a partial winner, partial loser, and the second one was a full loser. Didn't get out of the first contract at all. And so right off the bat, I'm down $425, and I've got to decide, do I want to trade anymore, or should I just take my lickings and move on, or what should I do? And so what I did was I reduced my contract size down to 1 contract, and I nibbled at the market a little bit to try to bring my balance, my $50,000 balance that I started the combine with, back into positive. And at the whole time too, I was trying to possibly get on board a good trade, but I think what happened today was I traded too early, and later on this afternoon is when the trade got good, just past right about noon New York time, and the market started to trend. Up till that point, the market was very choppy, went back and forth, and gave not the greatest of signals. And so I missed out on this afternoon just because I couldn't participate, because I dug myself a hole right off the bat. So let me show you this trade. We had come down and closed below the lower band here. This trade here, I missed it. I wasn't quite ready to trade at this point. Pushed down. This would have been a nice trade here. I could have got out of the first one here and got out of the second one down here, and this would have been a nice first trade, but I didn't take this one. So when it came back up here, I took this one. Okay, so I got short in here at the moving average, and then took some heat, but it came back, got out of the first contract, and was looking for it to push lower and put in a new low. That's not what happened. It turns back up and closes above the upper band. And at this point, I stopped out of my first trade, and now I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'm wrong about the sell-off. So I got a buy signal here, wait for a pullback to the moving average line. Entered this trade again with 2 contracts, and this is where I got ran over. This moves all the way down, closes a bar below the lower band. And this trade happened like within a minute, and so I was done. And at this point, you can tell this is like a 10:02 this morning. I'm down 425 points, and basically sitting on my hands trying to figure out what am I going to do. Am I going to trade anymore? Am I going to settle with this loss? So like I said, I decided to nibble at the market and try to make some trades and see if I couldn't find one that would run for me. And I never did, and that's the way my day went. So luckily for me, I was able to control the loss to a certain extent. A bit of bad break there. A couple of things I'm taking away. I think I traded too early, and I think for the volatility of the day, I traded too many contracts. Now, my system tells me to trade 2 contracts. When you're in a choppy market where the price is going, you can see here we're below the lower band. Now we're above the upper band. Now we're back below the lower band. It comes back up here, test the upper band. When you're in a market like this, that's not the best market to trade in and trade multiple contracts in. I'm going to try to show you later on. Okay, see later on, when the market starts to trend in this area, you can see the market has established a trend, and at this point you can start to take on 2 contracts and implement the system of fading this trade back to the moving average, taking profits. Here again, even here, it gave you some heat here before coming here. It didn't even put in a new low here. But what I'm trying to show you is that when the market's trending, it gives good signals here to take, fade this signal, what have you. But I think I traded too early. I didn't allow the market to pick a direction and really go in that direction. And by the time it did, I'd used up all my bullets. Okay, guys, that's it for the day. And come back tomorrow. And my balance is just barely, positive on my 50,000. And so 3 days down, and I'm just got my nose just barely above water. Hopefully I can get a couple winning days going here soon. All right, see you later.